All right, hey guys, we're back for another virtual book club reading chapter 3 of The Secret. So the pink one is where I'm actually at, the orange one is where we're at as a group. So I'm a little bit ahead, but it's all good. It's all good. Okay, so chapter 3 is how to live this, how to use the secret. But I guess it could be also how to live the secret as well, because at this part, now that we know what the secret is, the secret, according to The Secret, is the law of attraction. And so now that we know what the secret is, we know that it's created by our thoughts, our feelings, and our mind, and how we perceive and receive the world, and we are magnets. So what we create in this space and time with our mind is what is reflected back to us in the universe. So that's what we know. So now we're getting into how to use the secret. All right, so let's okay, page 47. The creative process used in The Secret, which was taken from the New Testament in the Bible, is an easy guideline for you to create what you want in 3 simple steps. The first step is to ask. Make a command to the universe. Let the universe know what you want. The universe responds to your thoughts. You get to choose what you want, but you must be clear about it. This is your work. If you're not clear, then the law of attraction cannot bring you what you want. You will be sending mixed signals, and you can only attract mixed results. For the first time in your life, perhaps work out what it is you really want. Now that you know you can have, be, or do anything, and there are no limits, what do you want? So it appears, according to this book, that the first step that we have to do is ask. So we have to get very, very, very clear on what it is that we want, so we can be asking for the correct, proper things long term. You get my drift? Then step 2, this is on page 48, is believe. All right, Lisa Nicole Nicholas, she also, I just read her quote, but I'm gonna read her quote again. Says step 2 is to believe. Believe that it is already yours. Have what I love to call unwavering faith, believing in the unseen. Now we're on page 48. You must believe that you have received. You must know what you want is yours the moment you ask. You must have complete and utter faith. If you have placed an order from a catalog, you would relax, knowing you are going to receive what you ordered and get on with your life. All right, so according to this book, the secret to the law of attraction is, first, we have to ask for it. We have to be very clear about what we want, put it out there in the universe, and then 3, believe that whatever we've requested is going to come into our life, right? And then the third step is to receive. We're on page 52 now. Lisa Nicole is the first person each quote time. But it says step 3, and the final step in the process is to receive. Begin to feel wonderful about it, the way you will feel once it arrives. Feel it now. So basically, once you've decided, okay, this is the thing that I want, you let the universe figure out how, and then in your daily life, you behave as though it already occurred. Now, what does that mean? Because likely you're not gonna immediately physically be in the presence of whatever it is that you want, but in your mind you can be there, even if physically you're somewhere else, and you can do little actions in the meantime to muster up that feeling. Like, there's so many videos on YouTube of literally anything that you want. So for example, if you really, really just want like vacation, watch some vacation travel vlogs, or watch people walk on islands Get if you want, get a virtual headset and go on vacation with those virtual headsets and really just experience what it is that you want, and know that whatever you're putting out there, regardless, you're going to get back. So that's why I always say you got to be mindful of what you watch. You got to be mindful of how you talk about your life, what you're saying, because the more that you put out there about, oh, I hate this thing, or this thing sucks, or blah, 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 you are creating more of that in your experience just by the thought process that you are thinking about it and talking about it and reciting it and speaking it out loud into other people's ears or to other people's minds. And then they are adding to your thoughts of things that you don't necessarily want. So just be mindful of that. All right, let's see something else in this book. This chapter was a little bit long, to be honest, but I think it was pretty good. All right, let's see. It also talks about like weight in there, but I don't really want to get too much into that, just because, whatever. But I will read these things on page 60 because it just goes through the steps and then really highlights it. So I'm probably going to read most of this body. So step 1, ask. Oh, well, that's about weight. But whatever, let's just get into it because I already said I was going to do it. Get clear on the weight you want to be. Have a picture in your mind of what you will look like when you have become the perfect weight. Get pictures of yourself at your perfect weight if you have them, and look at them often. If not, get pictures of the body you would like and look at those often. So we can apply that to anything. So basically, whatever you would like to experience in your day-to-day life, whatever you want to put out there, whatever you want more of, you need to be looking at it regularly. You need to be visualizing it regularly, meaning that you need to be imagining it regularly and you need to be seeing it regularly. So however you can put that into your experience, do that. For me, I am always at the beach. Even right now, I am at the beach, okay? I am there's white sand all around me. There's the waves coming in. I can feel them on my toes. I'm laid out on a lounge chair right at the water, my boogie board right next to me because the waves are waving and I love to ride the boogie board. And I'm like really appreciating the nature that's all around me. So you really got to be really, really imaginative. And if your imagination has not evolved to the place where you can just, even in your waking experience, change what you're seeing in your reality as far as you're perceiving it, then you can actually go to those places if you have a chance. Or like I said, use the VR set or watch videos on YouTube and just get fully immersed in the experience. There are so many walking tour videos on YouTube. You can literally do a walking tour of like almost any place. So I would highly suggest that you do a walking tour. All right. Step 2, remember, is to believe. You must believe you will receive and that the perfect way is already yours. Okay, so you must basically, their believing is also the art of assumption. You are assuming that this thing already happened because of you're imagining it. And I think I already explained this in another one of these videos with the book club, but just in case I didn't, we are living in the past. We are past manifestations of what we thought previously. So everything you're experiencing today and yesterday and whatever is manifestations of the previous version of yourself. So whoever you used to be, you are living that right now. Whoever you are currently is being manifested in your experience minute by minute, moment by moment, day by day. But I rather say moment by moment, because every single moment we tune closer and closer and closer to what it is that we actually want to experience in this life. So just keep in mind, every minute you're tuning one notch closer, maybe 3 notches, 4 notches. So every single day you are tuning in closer and closer and closer to what it is that you actually want to experience in your life. All right. and we're still on believe, make it your intention to look for, admire, and inwardly praise people with your ideal, perfect body weight. Seek them out. And as you admire them and feel the feelings of that, you are summoning it to you. If you see people who are overweight, don't observe them, but immediately switch your mind to the picture of you and your perfect weight and feel it. So that could be translated to mean in another way of saying, when you see people that have what you want, instead of being, I can't believe they got it and I don't have to, like appreciate that for them, bless them and say, oh wow, that's so amazing that they have that thing, or that's wonderful for them. Look at how great they look driving in that Porsche Cayenne. Look at how amazing they look with that new watch on, or look at how amazing they are with their family, their happy family. Look at how great their hair looks. Like, look at that big old afro. It's so round and big. I just love that big old fro. So like, whatever it is that you want, you should be, when you see it in someone else, appreciating it, blessing them with that thing, admiring it. You could even tell them, wow, I really like your hair. I really like your this. I really like your that. And you just appreciate it in someone else so that it can be more drawn into your experience. And then finally, step 3, you must feel good. You must feel good about you, okay? This is important because you cannot attract the perfect weight if you feel bad about your body now. If you feel bad about your body, this is a powerful feeling and will continue to attract feeling bad about your body. You will never change your body if you are critical of it and find fault in it. And in fact, you will attract more weight to you. Praise and bless every square inch of your body. Think about all the perfect things about you. As you think perfect thoughts, as you feel good about you, you are on the frequency of your perfect weight. You are summoning perfection. All right. I'm convinced, whatever, I'm not going to read that part. So basically what it's saying is that you have to focus in order to receive it. Get in the space where you can receive it. For example, if someone throws a ball to the left and you're standing on the right, you have to move from where you are to where you want to be to catch the ball. So the same thing, you have to feel good now. So if you're like, well, what can I do now? Like I want something, blah, 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 blah. What you can do now is choose to focus on feeling good now. Whatever helps you feel good. So if you're an artist like me, you see, I designed my blanket, by the way. If you're an artist, then design stuff, paint stuff, create stuff. If you're a teacher and you like to teach things, find something to teach. There's at least one person on YouTube who might like your stuff. There's at least one person that might comment, whether they leave what you could perceive as a good comment or a bad comment. A comment is a comment, okay? There's at least one person that will like what you have to put out there. There's at least one person who will support you on your journey towards continuous evolution and involvement. There's at least one person. If you want to be around, if you want to have children, go volunteer with children. If you are not a weirdo, if you're a weirdo, stay away from kids. Anyway, so yeah, it's like just focus on feeling good, because even if, like, people always say, like, you have to know exactly what you want. But for me personally, every time I've known exactly what I wanted, it didn't turn out to be what I wanted. Like if I said, oh, I want to be this particular thing, and I want to do this particular thing and do this, then it always backfired in some way, shape, or form. What's worked out the best for me, honestly, is just knowing how I want to live, period. Not knowing, I don't know where I want to go next. I don't know how, like all those little details. My manifestations don't work as well when I'm super, super, super defined and detailed. For me personally, what works best for me is trusting the universe and trusting that the universe knows what I want. And that's just my own personal experience. So I have to defer a little bit from this, and trusting that the universe knows exactly what I want, and just focusing on feeling good. And then I'll get more reasons to feel good. And then in the meantime, I connect with the version of myself that is already doing those things, because I can feel it. There have been so many, I'm not even going to get into it right now, but there have been so many, not even signs at this point, like beyond confirmations that what I put out there has already occurred. It has already occurred. So now I'm just here as my channel changes. I'm just experiencing this as I watch, like increment by increment, that channel things are changing around me. And as they say, little by little, a little becomes a lot. So I'm watching as little by little, a lot of things are changing in my reality, which are making me even more happy, making me feel even better. And I had to really discover like the discipline that it takes to acquire this. Like now I don't even watch certain things anymore at all. Like I have to go through and like put, do not recommend this channel, do not recommend this, because I have just evolved past it. And I am very, very mindful now of what I'm creating and what I'm absorbing, because I know now that it does have a direct impact on my experience. And I've been able now to like track things and like, oh, this happened because that happened, because that happened. So if I keep doing this, and then like success is guaranteed as long as you keep doing the right things for enough time and space, then the fruits of your labor will harvest. And now that's also where it goes into on page 62, how long will it take? The thing is, we don't know how long something is going to take to manifest in the physical. It takes different amounts of time. However, you can know that it is manifesting in your life by the small things. Like I said, and another thing, like if you want a car, if you want a specific car and you see it on the road, that is it manifesting in your life. So accept that and appreciate, okay, I see you over there in that Cadillac, or in that old, whatever car, that Jag, or that Lexus, or that Maxima, whatever, that little bug, whatever it is that you want. When you see in the reality, you confirm, okay, that's it. Yep, that's it. And you just know, okay, it's a little bit closer now. And then someone around you will get a new car, or you'll see it more and more. Like it'll be everywhere. And that's the universe bringing it into your experience. You'll see a car commercial that you've never seen. You'll be like, I didn't even know this car had commercials. Or someone, an influencer, whoever will have it. Whatever needs to happen to bring it into your space is what will happen. So when those things happen, accept it and know, okay, it's getting closer, it's getting closer, it's getting closer. All right. So how can I feel even better? How can I feel even more appreciative? How can I feel even more gratitude? How can I feel even more excited? And you just keep putting those things out there. Keep attracting that, drawing that into you, and you will have a much more positive, friendly, exciting experience. All right. So just be mindful of that. And they say like there's no time in the universe. We can think of this time, I guess you could say, as the present continuing to expand, because no one really knows. I mean, someone probably does know like how long things take to get from one space to another. But it seems like everyone's experience is different, and you don't really know if people are lying or not. If they're like, oh, well, yesterday I said I wanted this and then today it happened. We don't know if that person's telling the truth. You could say, oh, well, I wanted this and then a year later it happened. We don't know because time sometimes, like, especially when things are moving, like you don't really know what day something happened or whatever. But with that being said, you'll get to the point where it'll keep happening and you're like, okay. And then eventually you get to this place in your manifestation where you feel like, okay, I don't really have to do this anymore. Like, okay, I'm good. And then to me, based on all of my research, that is the moment that means, okay, it happened already. It's manifested. It's occurred in the plane where we can't see it yet. And though we know that it's next in line. Like if you've ever been a performer or like anything, and you're behind the stage and you know your scene's about to come up, so you're like backstage getting ready, but by the time you step foot and you're like coming out of that curtain for the crowd and the audience to see you, suddenly everything stops and you right into character immediately. As soon as you walk on that floor, it's like bam, right in character. So I think it's just important to remember that we need to be mindful and then get in character, because when the moment comes and those curtains are pulled back, the audience is going to be there waiting for you. So just be mindful of that. Be ready so that when the time happens, you won't be out here looking crazy. You feel me? All right. With that being said, we're on the summaries. And so I'm going to read, there's a lot of them. I'm going to read 3 of them because, like I said, this is a book club. So I'm hoping that you guys are going to leave some comments below about what you got from this chapter. And I want you to actually read it. So I'm not going to tell you everything. All right. Because how are we going to have a book club if you're not even clubbing with the book? All right, so the first one I'm going to read is actually the last one. This is on page 68 and 69. The last one is create your day in advance by thinking the way you want it to go, and you will create your life intentionally. So remember, we have way more power and authority in this experience that we might have previously thought. We can create the reality that we want to experience by setting an intent to have a marvelous day, setting an intent to have a terrific day as well. All right. Next one. It takes no time for the universe to manifest what you want. It is as easy to manifest $1 as it is to manifest millions of dollars. Now, that's definitely a powerful statement. And if you have to be where you are. So if you can't necessarily envision, or you get weird feelings about $1 million, manifest 10,000. Put out 1,000. Put out 100,000. Put out 5 mil. Like just go with whatever the largest amount that you can say and think through and imagine without feeling those like weird feelings of, I don't know, how am I going to do this? No, what if I do that? However much you can do without that is how much I say put it out there and let the universe bring it to you. Let the universe bring it to you. All right. And then the last one I'm going to read is the creative process helps you create what you want in 3 simple steps. Ask. Okay, I'm going to read more than that. Ask the universe what you want. Asking the universe what you want is your opportunity to get clear about what you want. And as you get clear in your mind, you have asked. 2, believing. Believing involves acting, speaking, and thinking as though you have already received what you have asked for. When you emit this frequency of having received it, the law of attraction moves people, events, and circumstances for you to receive it, like many miracles. And then 3, receiving. Receiving involves feeling the way you will feel once your desire has manifested. Feeling good now puts you on the frequency of what you want. So basically, just if you're like, well, how do I get started on that? Just focus on feeling good now. Okay, that's what all this is. Feel good now, because many of us might not know what we want. We might be younger, or you might be more seasoned, whatever, but you might not really know what you want. You're like, well, how am I going to manifest something? I don't even know what I want yet, because you might be so deep in survival mode that you can't even process what it is that I actually want. So focus on little by little feeling better, and better every single day. So I would challenge you to recite to yourself and put a sign somewhere. Every day in every way, I feel better, and better. And you can supplement feel for anything. Every day in every way, I ... better, and better. I get better, and better. I have better, and better. Every day in every way, I know better, and better. Every day in every way, I understand better, and better. Every day in every way, I think better, and better. Every day in every way, I act better, and better. Every day in every way, I behave better, and better. Every day in every way, I know better, and better. So you can just keep, and like bottom line is every day in every way, I am better, and better. Period. So if you can't remember all of those, just remember every day in every way, I am better, and better. And then literally every day in every single way, you will be better, and better. Period. All right. See you next time.